In the electrifying kickoff to a new season of late-night comedy, the iconic sketch show delivered a biting satire that captured the essence of political absurdity and media scrutiny. The cold open, a staple of the program's opening salvos, plunged viewers into a world of heightened tensions and exaggerated personas, where the lines between reality and ridicule blurred into a tapestry of sharp wit and unflinching commentary. At the heart of this segment stood a towering figure of American politics, reimagined through the lens of caricature, interrupting proceedings with a blend of bravado and paranoia that left audiences both laughing and reflecting on the fragility of free expression in the public sphere. The scene unfolded in a mock briefing room, evoking the sterile yet charged atmosphere of governmental deliberations. Here, a character embodying the role of a high-ranking official in the defense sector, portrayed with meticulous attention to the quirks of real-life appointees, delivered a monologue on emerging threats to national security. This official, with a straight-faced delivery laced with irony, enumerated the perils facing the nation from cyber intrusions to ideological divides. But as the discourse veered toward the existential dangers posed by unchecked power and eroding democratic norms, an unexpected interloper crashed the narrative. Bursting onto the stage with the bombast of a campaign rally, this intruder declared himself the ultimate arbiter of peril, reframing the greatest menace not as foreign adversaries or internal decay, but as the very medium that dares to lampoon authority, late-night television. This pivotal moment crystallized the ongoing cultural skirmish between entertainers and the powerful elite who view humor as a subversive force. The character, a doppelganger for one of the most polarizing figures in contemporary history, positioned himself as a vigilant overseer, patrolling the airwaves to ensure that no barb pierced too deeply into his armor of invincibility. "I'm just here keeping an eye on SNL, making sure they don't do anything too mean about me," he quipped, his tone a cocktail of feigned joviality and thinly veiled menace. The warning hung in the air like a storm cloud, a reminder of how comedy in its purest form serves as both a mirror and a mirror shard, capable of drawing blood from those unaccustomed to self-scrutiny. The audience's laughter erupted not just from the punchline but from the recognition of a deeper truth. In an era where truth is often stranger than fiction, satire becomes the last bastion of unfiltered critique. As the sketch progressed, the parody delved deeper into the psyche of this watchful guardian, revealing layers of insecurity masked by bluster. References to a notorious late-night program's abrupt end wove through the dialogue, underscoring the precariousness of broadcast independence. "They'd better be careful," he cautioned, his words a playful yet pointed nod to the chilling effects of executive overreach on creative freedoms. The performer's physical comedy amplified the absurdity, a mismatched application of cosmetics symbolizing the disjointed facade of public personas, where the exterior polish fails to conceal the underlying chaos. "I know late-night TV like the back of my hands," he boasted, gesturing to the telltale evidence of hasty preparation, eliciting chuckles that echoed the discomfort of watching an emperor's new clothes unravel in real time. The humor escalated with a barrage of topical jabs, each one a precision strike against the absurdities of recent headlines. A suggestion to pivot from geopolitical satire to airline mishaps highlighted the trivialization of serious discourse, a subtle critique of how distractions dilute accountability. Then came the allusion to a disputed literary artifact, a poem purportedly penned for a disgraced associate, serving as a bridge between personal scandals and broader ethical lapses. The characters' lament over the show's longevity, dubbing it a relic demanding undue reverence, mirrored broader anxieties about legacy and relevance in a fast-evolving media landscape. Here we are, SNL Season 51. Should have called it at 50, right? "It's so sad to see something get old and confused yet still demand constant attention," he mused, his words a meta-commentary on the very institution hosting the parody, inviting viewers to ponder the endurance of institutions amid relentless change. Enter another layer of bureaucratic farce. A regulatory enforcer depicted as a comically subservient figure, ready to unleash the hounds of censorship at a whim. The character's invocation of this attack dog at a federal communications body painted a dystopian portrait of weaponized oversight, where compliance is enforced not through law but through loyalty oaths. A brief, dancing interlude by this underling, correcting a name with obsequious deference, underscored the sycophancy that permeates power structures. "It's crazy that you think I care," came the dismissive retort, a line that encapsulated the disdain for minutiae that defines unchecked authority. This exchange wasn't mere slapstick, it was a scalpel dissecting the hierarchies that stifle dissent, reminding audiences of the human cost of fealty in high-stakes environments. The parody's crescendo revisited the summer's whirlwind of contradictions, where proclamations of peace coexisted uneasily with escalations of conflict. Claims of universal war termination clashed against the persistence of entrenched battles, now fiercer under purported stewardship. "I ended all the wars. Every single one of them except the two main ones that are still happening and more vicious than ever," the character proclaimed, his logic a labyrinth of self-justification that exposed the hollowness of triumphant rhetoric. Even amid fiscal paralysis, a government in stasis, the specter of new aggressions loomed, with a fictional incursion into a South American nation serving as a hyperbolic emblem of imperial overreach. Funding such ventures through scams, described with affectionate hyperbole as beautiful, satirized the blurred lines between legitimate policy and predatory schemes, evoking real-world debates on economic exploitation masked as national interest. As the cold open hurtled toward its finale, the intruder's parting shot lingered like an afterimage, a paternalistic vow of vigilance. "Here we go, and remember Daddy's watching," he intoned, blending authoritarian menace with paternal condescension. This closing line encapsulated the sketch's genius, a fusion of the personal and the political, where the gaze of the overseer transforms entertainment into a battlefield. In dissecting this moment, one can't help but appreciate the craft behind the chaos, the performer's timing, the writer's acuity in threading current events into timeless archetypes. The cold open didn't just entertain, it reaffirmed comedy's role as a pressure valve for societal tensions, a space where the mighty are humbled and the audience empowered through shared recognition.